Hello and welcome to Weekending. Meghan Markle's interview to Oprah Winfrey has ensured that she will dominate all social conversations this weekend. We help you slip into those chats by playing the part, by looking like Meghan Markle, as celebrity makeup artist Ashima Kapoor helps us recreate Meghan Markle's hair and makeup. Ashima is a celebrity makeup artist. She has worked with the likes of Huma Qureshi and Jacqueline Fernandez, to name a few. Ashima, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ambika, for having me.
So Ashima, when I think of Meghan Markle, to my uneducated eye, I think she does smoky eyes, nude lips and a low messy knot.
Yes.
What am I missing? What are the technicalities you can tell us?
She essentially keeps a very minimal base and lets her freckles show through. Definitely we see a smoky eye, we see a nude pink lip. What we also see in terms of her hair is a low messy knot, which looks undone as though she's done it herself, but of course she has hairstylists do it for her. The blush that she uses a draping technique where she doesn't really contour her face. She uses a blush to contour her face.
And which colors should one use? Because we do know the contouring color is a darker palette.
Right.
So one is doing draping. Which colors of blush work?
Essentially, she uses a coral blush, which would sculpt the face alongside because it's a warmer tone. So it's not really a light blush. You could use warmer color blush to contour the face alongside using the blush.
All right. So let's get started and you can keep educating us all as we go along.
Yeah, let's get started. So I'm using a Farsali oil, which is just a serum to moisturize your face instead of a moisturizer. This is something that I'm doing for your skin. Of course, we're recreating the Meghan Markle look, but we've got to also keep your features in mind while working. So we begin with a very minimal foundation. So I'm going to use a concealer. The lid is a tad bit darker than the rest of the face, so one just uses a concealer to balance the skin tone. Next up, we're going to use a translucent powder. Just the shiny areas of the face needs to look luminous. I'm going to do the smoky eye look. Now, very specifically, Meghan does a smoky eye look, but I'm not going to do it in a black because what we notice is that she definitely does a brown black smoky eye. To achieve that, I'm going to use a brown eyeshadow first and then just smoke the eyeliner. Gone are the days when we would use a shiny highlighter under the brow, a matte highlighter just to blend the brown into the highlight area. We're going to smudge the eyeliner with a black eyeshadow. Now this is what creates the smoky eye look and gives it intensity.
Now it's time for draping?
Yes.
I am so curious.
This looks lovely, Ambika. Now we're going to go on to the lip. It looks beautiful. Let's move on to the hair.
Lovely.
And we're done.
Thank you so much, Ashima. I'm sure everybody has been taking notes. After a quick Meghan Markle inspired hair and makeup tutorial, we are going to take you through a real life transformation of 26-year-old Sushmita Das, who wrote to us wanting a brand new look. Now with Sushmita Das, she is a 26-year-old girl who can speak 4 languages including German and Bengali. She wrote in to us wanting a transformation. Sushmita, thank you so much for being here. Tell us, why did you write it?
Actually, I always had an issue with my nose being so big on my face, so I wanted to do something to it so it doesn't feel that big on my face, and the lockdown has made me put on some weight, so the double chin has appeared and I want to get rid of it. And you can see that my lower lip line is almost invisible. Maybe we could do something with it as well.
So we are here at Dr. Kiran Sethi's clinic. She's a dermatologist, and we will get her input on your concerns.
Sure, thank you.
Are you excited? Are you happy?
Yes.
You want to see your photo again?
So we have with us Sushmita and Dr. Kiran Sethi as aesthetic specialist. Doc, are you happy with her brand new look?
I'm happy with it. Essentially, I have made her nose look smaller within her face. I've made it more narrow. I've made it sharper. I've smoothed it out so it looks much more symmetrical. I've balanced her nose with her forehead, so now because her forehead is flatter, the nose looks smaller, even the chin looks smaller. She has a bit of a brow lift. The lips are her favorite and my favorite, I think, although she's going to see. It just created that nice definition around the entire lip and some balance, and her double chin is already better, although over the next month or 2 it's going to keep getting better. So I'm pretty happy, but let's see how she feels.
There you go. Ta-da! What do you think?
The nose and the lips, they are way better than earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So are you happy you wrote it to us and Dr. Sethi
Yes, I
performed
am.
her magic on you?
Yes, I am very happy.
Lovely. We love happy people on the show. Thank you so much, Sushmita and Dr. Sethi.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that I could make Sushmita just feel that little bit better with her new life that's happening soon.
Time for a break. When we come back, we tell you about how you can get beauty products delivered to your doorstep. Beauty Box is a curated box of the latest in the world of beauty.
Beauty Box concept, I think, started in late September 2010 with Birchbox. So I think basically it started as a sampling service where people could, sample sort of the latest and greatest skincare and makeup products that were available. So without, the comfort of your own homes.
Beauty Box is a great option for a beauty enthusiast who doesn't have time to skim through the malls amidst the pandemic, and it's also value for money. Today we're talking about beauty boxes, and I have with me Vasudha Rai, who is a big fan of beauty boxes. Vasudha, why is it that you love a beauty box? What makes it so special?
Well, first of all, it's like receiving a gift every month. Then second of all, it's, discovering new brands, because, I wouldn't buy these products myself, especially from the really niche brands. And thirdly, because I'm a journalist, a beauty journalist, it helps me do my research, keep in touch with the newer, younger brands.
So for all of you can see this table, Vasudha has carried her wellness box and her beauty box for us. I know it's a personal question, Vasudha, but tell us, what is your budget for subscription boxes on a monthly basis, and what is it that you get?
So between $150 to $200. Sometimes I get like a beautiful barrier repairing cream and a vitamin C serum and a body oil, which is what I got in December. And then sometimes it's not just beauty, it's also wellness. So sometimes, and the wellness box that I use is curated by me. So in winter, I will order things like omega-3 and collagen. In summer, I will go for things which have beta-carotene for sun protection and vitamin C. So yeah, I mean, it's just like a personalized, it's like having a personal shopper, basically.
America-based Boxwala's April subscription is valued at $257 US, but costs a subscriber only $50 US. Boxwala started in 2015 and hit profitability in 2016.
When we started Boxwala, we wanted Boxwala to be a platform where we could showcase the best artists and artisans across different categories, including beauty, literature, film, music, ethical fashion. The beauty box started being really popular is because you can essentially test these products from the comfort of your home. So we've come up with a structure so we can actually pay how much ever we can within the budget to the artisans we showcase. And so it works both ways, because for us, we want to showcase the best products that we find. For the brands, they want to reach the right customers. So for them, it's also part of their marketing.
In India, there's a company called Sugarbox. It's a lifestyle box that started in 2014 and hit profitability in just 2 months. The founder thinks the revenue is going to grow for her by 100% per annum.
Women, we love everything from fashion to jewelry to beauty. So I didn't want to, narrow myself into just one category. And that's the reason behind why I chose everything under the sun. So a typical box would basically contain a jewelry item, a clothing item, a pair of flip-flops maybe, a nice quirky mug. So that's the idea behind it, that it's not just beauty, it's not just one particular category as fashion or jewelry, it's everything under the blue that a girl would enjoy. I started this 6 years back, and honestly, the first 1 year, we started being profitable since in the first 2 months itself. And we had collaborated with a designer called Mishka Lulla. So surprisingly, the box that became the most popular was a unicorn edition. So, you wouldn't associate, unicorn sounds very cute and young and very shimmering and magical. So I didn't honestly expect it to be loved so much, but that was our most hit box. People went berserk over it.
Komal is a former magazine beauty editor. She started a beauty box in 2012 but soon turned the business into a production company to create digital content. She thinks the luxury beauty market is not big enough and her beauty philosophy is less is more.
I started Sugarbox in 2012 with the idea that it would be a beauty subscription box, but a luxury beauty subscription box. And there were mixed reactions simply because it was such a new concept, and I really think that especially in 2012, Nykaa had was launching at about the same time, and the whole idea of e-commerce for beauty was really new. One of the ideas that I had was, any website, because I came from an editorial background, I was of the opinion that any sort of e-commerce website that I launched would also need to have a content arm as well. Just talking about the products that we were detailing, talking about beauty in general, educating people about how to use beauty products, especially when it comes to skincare. And what ended up happening is that the content aspect of it really took off, and Sugarbox just became an editorial site. The end of 2014 to 2020, we were just a full-fledged production house.
What does a beauty box need to have to be successful in India?
I think in India we are very into Ayurveda. So an Ayurveda based wellness box would be really nice. So in summer, I could do with some sort of like cooling herbs, or like in winter, I could do some sort of anti-pollution herbs. So something which is according to the season, something which is according to the city. You know, you have to have deep knowledge of like what's happening in every city, and then accordingly curate the boxes. Then secondly, something which is aspirational. Because beauty boxes, you know, they satisfy both ends of the customer. The beginner, the one who's just starting with their skincare routine, and the very advanced customer also.
Do you think Indians are price sensitive and do not go for a high-end luxury box?
See, Indians are buying high-end beauty products. I just wrote a story for Mint Lounge wherein I spoke to loads of Indians all over the country, and then people are buying like beauty products, luxury beauty products worth 30,000 in places like Dimapur. So there is obviously that market, and then you have something like a beauty box, a high-end beauty box, which is offering you a bunch of luxury products, which is like maybe 40% lesser. Why wouldn't people go for it?
But what according to you is the reason for a lot of beauty boxes, high-end beauty boxes that started and had to shut down in India?
I think they all started during a time which was, I think, between 2012 to about 2014. That's the time they started. And that time, first of all, this whole culture of subscription wasn't there. Not just in India, but in the whole world. Secondly, magazines and print, they were the primary places where people would like put out information, right? Bloggers and influencers weren't really trusted in India at that time. So the way something can go viral now, like for instance, you take the example of like Boxwala, right? I mean, they contacted me way back in 2016. From then to now, they've grown like exponentially.
So Vasudha, do you have any statistics to prove your optimism?
So one statistic that really stuck out is by Gartner, which is one of the world's leading research agencies. And it went something on the lines of that by 2023, all companies selling directly to the customers, 75% of them will do subscription boxes.
Thank you so much, Vasudha. Clearly, a beauty box is about self-indulgence, and our next story is about massages.
Wow, I love massages.
Now, who doesn't? With people getting vaccinated and depending on the decision of the state government, increasingly spas are opening up with sanitization measures in place. What does it take to get a massage in the current world? Let's find out as I visit the spa at the Lodhi Hotel in New Delhi. Upon arrival at the hotel, a shoe sanitizer awaits. There's a temperature check and guests are encouraged to use the Arogya Setu app. Before every massage, all guests are requested to take a shower. They can also use the sauna room where I am at the moment, and not more than 2 people are allowed at any point of time. Next door, you have the steam room, which is 600 square feet, and at any given point of time, not more than 3 people can use it. All the spa equipment is sanitized after every use, and high-touch point surfaces and tabletops are cleaned at regular intervals. Guest lockers and wet areas are also disinfected after every use. Thank you so much, Mohi. Mohi is my therapist for the day, and for my safety and her own is wearing a mask, a shield and a disposable coat. And she and all the other therapists get tested on a weekly basis for COVID-19. Isn't that correct? Thank you. It's time for my massage to finally commence. It's mandatory for all guests to wear a mask throughout the entire treatment. Well, I am massage ready, and it's time for me to bid you farewell. See you again next weekend. Mohi, let's begin.